What is going on, young men? I am the over 50 guy slash the online dad. On today's video, I want to talk to you young men about fixing your life. Fixing your life before it's too late. Because here's the reality, young men. You will not be 20 forever. And there is going to come a time where it's going to be too late to do anything about the situations that you find yourself in right now. Young men, listen, a lot of you keep saying that you want to do better. But when I look at what you're doing versus what you're saying, it's not really adding up. Many of you still are sleeping in way too late. You're still watching way too much porn, or you're still scrolling on Instagram and TikTok for hours on end. Many of you are still eating trash and you're not taking care of your health the way that you should. No urgency, no discipline, no structure. And here's the reality. The reality of it is, if you don't start doing something different now, you are going to blink and 10 years are going to go by and you're going to be in the same position that you're in today. Listen, if this sounds harsh or if this sounds scary, I want it to. I'm trying to wake you up to the reality of fixing your life. I'm not here to coddle you. This is not a motivational video. This is a wake-up call for you young men, that it is time to do something, and it is time to do something now. The good news is, I have the tools to help you start fixing that today. Most young men today are struggling quietly. They're not lazy. They're just distracted. They got ideas, but no real execution. They want to be admired, respected. They want to be confident, but they don't want to put in the work to earn it. Listen, I know what it's like to waste time. I've told you guys about it on my other videos. Just being distracted my entire young life, instead of doing the things that I just said, running constantly after women and sex and their approval. And I want to tell you guys, when I was doing it, it seemed fun. It was just what we did, right? But then you blink and now you're not 20 anymore. Now you're 30. You blink again, now you're 35, 40. Time does not wait on you. Time does not account for your distractions and your squandering of it. This is why I'm talking to you like this now. Many men talk to me about the same things that I'm talking to you about now when I was your age. And because I was so distracted, because I really didn't believe how time would fly by, I didn't listen. Listen, I know what it's like to waste time. I've told you about that on my other videos, how the better part of my 20s was spent running after women and being distracted with sex and the approval of women. I spent more time in the gym worrying about my physique than I did my finances and my future. See, young man, that's why I'm talking to you today, because if I would have had somebody saying to me back then what I'm saying to you now, maybe I would have had a different outcome. You know what? I did have my father and some older men, but they weren't giving it to me like I'm giving it to you now. And maybe if they did, I'd be in a different place right now. Young man, what you absolutely don't need now is more motivation. Listen, if you are in your 20s, the expectation is totally different. When you were 16 and 17 and 18, you had the, come on, you can do it. Come on, you just need to do better. And that time is over for you. You need no more motivation. You don't need the battery in the back. What you really need is structure. You need repetition. You need accountability. You need to lead yourself daily. And to do that, there are three things you must build now. You need a system, a standard, and a brotherhood. A system. You need a daily routine that keeps you disciplined and locked in, whether you feel like it or not. You need a standard, a way of thinking, an identity that says, I don't miss, I don't skip. I'm not skipping my workout. I am going to get up when I say I'm going to get up. I am going to do the things that I say I am going to do. I'm going to draw a line in the sand. Young men, that is identity. That is a standard. And feeling like it has nothing to do with it. Lastly, young men, you need a brotherhood. You need a network. You need a group of guys that are on the same path as you that will hold you accountable when you slip. Young men, that is what changed my life, and that is what I'm offering to you now. Young men, I have put together a 30-day PDF game plan. This thing is simple. It is not about theory. It is about action. It tells you what to do every day to fix your mornings, to build discipline, to stop wasting time, and to show up as a man with passion and purpose. It is a simple download. The link is in the description. I've also created a free Discord community. A place for guys like yourself who have made the decision that you want to change and you don't want to wake up 10 years from now and be stuck in the same place that you are. No ego, no flexing, just honest men who are ready to start doing the work. And if you want to go deeper yet, young men, I do one-on-one coaching where I build a personalized routine centered around changing your mindset, creating those good habits, creating the standard and the discipline needed to change your lives. We walk that thing out together, you and I. If that sounds like what you need, young men, there's a link to apply below. So why does this matter now? Listen, many of you young men are just like me when I was 20-something, just kind of coasting through life. You know what? Getting with chicks, working out, just acting as if now and today is all you'll ever have. You say things like, you know what, I'll start this Monday. And then Monday comes and you do nothing. Then Monday becomes next month, next year. And before you know it, years have gone by and you're in the same place that you were in. Let me tell you something right now. Discipline is love. It is love for your future self. It is respect for your life. You want confidence, young men? You want real confidence? Then start making promises to yourself that you actually keep. You want clarity? Then start turning off the noise and start doing the work. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to do this alone, but you do have to start. So listen, this entire video has been a guide, not just for your habits, but for your future life. But let's keep it a buck. 90% of the people who watch this still won't take action. Even with the free Discord, even with the free PDF, they'll just go back to scrolling and watching the porn and doing all of the stuff that they've been doing. They'll go back to comfort. And listen, I get it. I spent plenty of time in my younger years doing the exact same thing. I spent years trying to figure this thing out all by myself. I would read the books. I would listen to a video. I'll get all motivated and excited and start doing a thing for a little while, and then I would go right back into my same routine. And as I look back on this, young man, what I really lost was time. Sure, I lost a lot of money. I lost out on plenty of opportunities, but those will come back. What will not come back is time. And that's why I am pleading with you young men today, because at 55 years old, I know what it's like to have squandered a lot of my time that I cannot get back. And now that I have been coaching young men for over a year now, that is my resounding message. That is the clanging bell that I am going to ring with you guys as long as I can, that you cannot get time back. So this is why you need to do something with it while you have it. You waste time in your 20s like I did, you are going to pay a cost when you turn 30 and 40 and 50. So listen, I'll say it one final time. If you are serious about changing, if you're tired of going through the endless cycles of starting something just to go back to where you were before, and if you don't want to wake up 10 years from now wishing that you'd done this 10 years sooner, download the 30-day game plan. Reach out and let's build your structure one-on-one. Listen, young man, time is not waiting for you, but I will if you're ready. So listen, that is all I have for today. I am the Over 50 guy, and this is your wake-up call. Now go and do something with it.